Hey guys, this is Dorcas here with Dolphin DC Creations, and I wanted to give you a flip through of my first commission journal. This is the first time somebody pays me to make a journal for them, so I'm really excited. This is for one of my friends. She was actually the recipient of my very first journal. So when I started making junk journals, it was actually for her because she was rather sad at the time, and we worked together at a call center, and I wanted to give her something to cheer her up. So I made her my first journal. It was very bright, unicorns, like an acid green fabric in the cover, and I used some I took apart some bows and some flowers that had iridescent sparkly things. It was crazy. And it was like half the size of this. And so that was the very first journal. And the other day she called me and we were talking, and she said, you know, I'm going to take that journal you gave me and I'm going to use it for writing. And I said, that's awesome, but I think you should, use it more for like emotions, pulling out some emotions and things like that. And she's like, well, then in that case, why don't you make me a journal to write and do some gardening research type stuff that she's going to be doing. And so I showed her the cover of my family journal, and it's very similar in the front, and she absolutely loved it. It's got, I'll show you a quick peek. So the family journal that I made is this one. And so it's got the roses, and it's got, you know, the family tree, little pull-out tab for the name of the book, this lovely silk and some tapestry, a little bit of lace in the corners. So this is my family journal, and this is what I'm using for my family research stuff. But she loved the cover of it, and she was like, well, can I have that one? I said, no, not that one. That one's mine. But I can make you one very similar. And so I went ahead and I made her this one. And the front is very similar. I used some Prima paper called Moonchild. It is gorgeous paper. It is very, like, mystical kind of feel to it. And so this is the journal that I came up with for her under here, and this is actually part of the paper pad. It's got a little tag, and it says a sacred token to from, and so I went ahead and I stuck this in here, made it a little hidden thing. I cut out the butterflies from the Prima paper itself, and except for this one, I think this one came from a printable. And the moon is also from the paper pad. I also used a Michaels Bonus Buy paper pad that's also got like a space theme going. It was my daughter. It was actually my daughter. She bought it a few months ago. And so I went ahead and I stained the rosettes with some alcohol inks and some glitter. I sealed the butterflies so that they're protected because they are a little puffed out with some of the, here we go, with the gloss gel medium. And that's what I used on the butterflies as well as on the moon. And then this is just a piece of lace. I went ahead and went with this kind of closure. It's got a little chain with a hook over here and a key, and this on over here. And so in the inside, every signature has a little hidden pocket behind it. I had made this book so big that it would not open when you tried to open it. So I went ahead and I took out almost 26 pages in total. So instead of having 15 pages in each signature, I pared it down to 10. And so we have got some bookmarks. We have got some index cards that are onion dyed. This is from that paper pad from Michaels. And then this is the Prima paper. This is some sari appliques that I had purchased, and I've got a little bit of sari silk here, just a nice little cluster with some trim. A card that I made, and she said that she really likes the wax seals, so I went ahead and I scattered some throughout the book. Because the Prima paper has roses, bees, and butterflies, I've gone ahead and gone with that theme. Every single page is stenciled, and a lot of the pages are stamped, and everything is inked. So I went and purchased some bee stamps for it. These are stenciled pages. This is actually, let me take this paper clip out. Rose paper clip. And then this is just a little space to write in. And it's some of my avocado dyed paper with a little cluster in the front and that seal. And so I put this paper clip in here backwards so that it decorates this side, because the front's already decorated. So I didn't do a lot of decorating because she wants to write in this. So what I did was a lot of very faint stamping and a lot of very light stenciling. And then just some pops in the corners with the stamps. Lots of journaling cards throughout. Another one of these. This one's actually glued down all the way to write in. Got this here with a little card in there and a tuck spot, and then these come out as well. This is also from the Prima paper pad. We've got tuck spots and all these pockets. Journaling cards. Little random stamps all throughout. Paper clip, altered paper clip, and then in here, in this glassine bag, I put extra index cards and journaling cards and some cute little pieces that I had cut out from the Prima paper pad. We've got some cards tucked here. Paper clip here. Just holding this closed. A little glassine bag here with some goodies inside, just journaling card and some bookmarks. More bookmarks over here. Another one of those pockets with more journaling cards and different things for you to tuck throughout. Little stamps, stenciling, journaling cards, envelope with card there. All of these come out. This opens up and there's another little card in there. Same with here. We've got some tuck spots. And then this is the fourth signature. Another little hidden note card in there. Another glassine bag with so much glitter. Some stamps and a seal. More little random stamps throughout. It doesn't have a ton of pages that are fully decorated, but every page does have something on it. Got a tuck spot there. So I am very, very proud of this book. I think it turned out really, really well. I did some light script stamping and some different background stamping throughout, as well as inking every paper. And the inking, the stamping, and the stenciling are what took the most, because I knew this was for her to write in. I didn't want to spend a lot of time putting all these things and clusters and things on every page like we would do for a journal for a swap between us, because we're junk journalers. We know what all those pockets and hidden things mean, but someone who is using this as their writing journal needs this to work for what they need it, instead of for what I would find most aesthetically pleasing. So same with here, we've got some tuck spot with little glued down seal and some journaling cards. More stamping. Little cluster here in the tuck spot. Last signature. I thought this was going to be the front signature, but I realized that all these little things kept on getting caught on the pockets in the front, so it ended up being the last signature. Got a corner tuck here with different things. Like I said, every page is decorated, even though it is the kind of thing that is unobtrusive, like the background stamps, like the colored in the paper from dyeing, the very small stamps in the corners, all that to bring this all together. And then we've got that there. So just a little bit of everything, just some really cute and pretty things scattered throughout the book. More journaling cards and a belly band, and then extra glassine bag for her to put something in, and journaling cards, just all kinds of things. It also has another pocket back here, but I just didn't put anything back there. I hope you guys like this. I am so proud of it, and I am so excited. The only thing I think I might do is I might move the clasp and put it a little further down on the chain, because once she starts putting things in it, I don't know if it will be as easy to close. But I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through of my very first commission journal. Bye!